Due to my academic background in Egyptology and archaeology, I wanted something more in-depth, something more academic. I didn't want to just go see a few big sites and then go home. I wanted to really see the places that I'd studied and learned about. I really wanted to get to know the real Egypt, meet the people, just really immerse myself in those details in the history. And as I said, we worked with Samir. I was sometimes a little picky, and I said I want to do this and not this, and I want to do more of this, and they were just great in accommodating everything I want. And so we're at the end of our trip now, and it has been more than I even thought that it would be. It has been an absolutely amazing experience. For me as an academic, I really felt like I got to know Egypt even more in depth, and it was really fun to see all these things I had studied in real life. And my husband, who isn't an Egyptologist and really knew nothing about Egypt, he was able to learn a lot and really gain an understanding about Egyptology while we were here. RealEgypt.com is the website that you want.
I teach history in Vancouver, Washington, and I have been on this wonderful trip for the last 5 days on a dahabeah, and I have to say it is the most wonderful trip that I've ever been on, particularly from an educational perspective. I do teach history and I do specialize in Africa, and yet I have learned so much on this trip that I did not know before. Our excellent guide added so much to my background knowledge of Egypt that is really going to be beneficial to me when I go back to teaching students about the history of the ancient world. We got to see parts of historic sites that generally aren't visited, which was a real bonus to have not only new things but very in-depth explanations of those things. I just think that I could not have chosen a better tour to be on from that perspective. There were many wonderful things about the tour as well. The staff is wonderful. The choice of sites that we visited, getting to go into villages, getting to meet a lot of Egyptians, both young and old. It has all been so fun and extremely rewarding as a trip. I wish that I could stay longer. So if you are considering taking a tour of Egypt, and particularly if you want to take a tour that focuses very deeply on history, Real Egypt is a tour that I can recommend. I cannot actually think of someone who would better cover in a very detailed way the history of the ancient Egyptian world.